Antare Prabhu, Chaitanya Prabhu and all whom I know. Hare Krishna, Pushpanjali Mataji. So, this we are start celebrating Kartik month starting tomorrow. In India already started now today. So this Kartik month is a special month among the Vaishnavas. Why? Because as our Acharyas directed, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has descended to this world to give the love of God, and then he established the process how to achieve that, how to gain that love of God, how to revive that love of God, principally by instructing his disciples, the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan.
Prabhuji, please unmute. Accidentally, I muted you. I'm sorry, Prabhuji. Yes, thank you, Prabhuji. I'm sorry.
How much I miss?
Yeah, 1 or 2 sentences, maybe.
Okay.
30 seconds.
Okay, so Sanatan, the 6 Goswamis, they have given us by their example, and then they gave their referred Nana Shastra Vicharanena Nipano Sadharma Samstapako. By referring to different scriptures, they have established how the dharma, the yoga dharma of this age, that is chanting the holy name, and the prayojana is love of Godhead, established by the 6 Goswamis, starting with Rupa Goswami, who is like the leader there. So all the Goswamis have compiled from scriptures, they distilled and then they compiled in different books. So Sanatana Goswami has written Hari Bhakti Vilasa, which is considered like a law book for practice of devotional service. Rupa Goswami gave nectar of devotion, and he gave some to an extent to practice devotional service. The 64 items of devotional service he describes there. But Sanatana Goswami goes more detail into day-to-day activities in Hari Bhakti Vilasa. So he written this book, Hari Bhakti Vilasa, exhaustively, and he also gave a commentary on that book, Digdarshani Tika, like how to follow and all. So there are many things in Hari Bhakti Vilasa. So at it takes whole day to practice what is given there, but everything is centered around devotional service. But our acharyas, of course, Mahaprabhu emphasized on preaching. So we do preaching, and then we have different duties to perform also, like maintenance. So much effort goes in maintaining ourselves. So there are different things. So it has been distilled by our acharyas after 6 Goswamis into the current form, which we have been given by our acharyas and our social masters, Prabhupada and the gurus which are given to us. So one among that is the Damodarashtakam and following the Kartika Vrata, Kartika. This is elaborately given by Sanatana Goswami in his book Hari Bhakti Vilas, and he gave commentary also. And especially the Damodarashtakam, he exhaustively writes a commentary for that book, for those verses of the songs of Damodarashtakam and how it should be sung in the month of Kartik. So of course, Sanatana Goswami mentions about each month of the year in that book. In that he mentions about Kartik also, but there, while mentioning about Kartik, he emphasizes the importance of this month compared to other months. How it is very important for practicing devotional service. So he elaborately writes, like, we have Ekadashi Mahatma, different Ekadashis are there. Then Pandav Nitya Ekadashi is considered the important one. So like that. So he compiles this. This. Why? Because of course all months are named after Lord, but this is especially beloved to Srimati Radharani. This month is under whose influence this Kartik month is there. Lord Damodar month it's called actually. In the Sanskrit name of this month is, but it is considered Radharani's beloved month because she is beloved. The name, she is beloved of Damodar, Lord Damodar. And Sanatana Goswami is not telling on his own. He is taking from the Puranas such as Skanda Purana and Padma Purana about this Kartik month. And then he compiled so many scriptures, so many quotes on there in different things. But basically, it says that one should undertake some vows to worship Sri Damodar in this month. Undertake some vows according to our capacity. In different, so that is called Vrata. Kartika Vrata it is. I want to take one Vrata. Anything it could be. He reads so many things, so many categories and all that, and then in different forms, he lists, the vows to do one in the austerities, vows in oblations to offer, vows one can take in charity, vows one can take in devotional service, like reading, hearing, like that. So he gives in different sections in the Kartik Mahatma section in this book. And then he has listed all this. So our acharyas, they emphasize on the vows to take in the hearing and chanting, especially in this month, because that's our process. Mainly in hearing and chanting, of course, many more than that we can do, but one has to at least take some vrata in their hearing and chanting in some capacity, which is not as a regular thing, something more than that. And there are again different vows. So devotees take, some eat only once a day, like, or some eat twice a day, or some don't eat sweet, this, that, and all that. Those are the that comes under the austerities. So there are different categories, like I said. But at least he specifically mentions about the virtues of or the specific things about following in terms of hearing and chanting. Of course, because he is quoting from Skanda Purana and Padma Purana, so he quotes as it is. So there are many things are given. Then if you do this, you will be like, you will get unlimited stay in heavens, and you do this, you get charity, you get your so many. It looks like so it says every step you take in the temple is like a Ashwamedha sacrifice by circumlating Lord Vishnu, and every singing, dancing, anything we do for the Lord, will reach eternal life. So, but many of these verses, they talk about pure devotion service, that one will reach either Lord's abode, or will have same form of Lord, or they will have association, become a close associate of Lord, or they will never experience birth and death, like that. Different any small step, anything we do in this month, the benediction given is a lot. It's like unimaginable. It's just It just says, one who hears about unknowingly also, goes and puts a lamp, he is guaranteed liberation and all like that. So he tells in expansions that, and then especially in that he is talks about offering deepa. A whole section is given in this thing about deepadana, because that's very important in this Kartik month. That's another thing which everyone should do is deepadana, offering a lamp to the Lord. So that's again from the scriptures only. It is, he mentions. So he says that the best thing is to offer to the Lord every day, worship Lord with the lamp. And he says if one is not able to do that, one is so poor or one has no facilities or anything, one can go and at least they can even do revive a deepa of others, other who has offered by any means. If nothing is there, one can just protect that deepa with from the wind. They also get benefit like that. And it's mentions that if this is not there, this is not there, but just by offering deepa, if tulsi is not there, or one don't have cows, or one cannot serve brahmanas, or one cannot do this, one ratha that, but by offering lamp, they will achieve the same benefit like that. So it all says, like many says, like following so many solar eclipses, taking bath in holy places, Kurukshetra, and all those different places, holy places, one can, it gives same result. But definitely, like by offering the deepa, there is one, it gives benedictions that mountains of volumes of sins are destroyed, and one will achieve devotional service. So it one can easily achieve Lord's abode, and then one will get mercy of the Lord by offering deepa. So in that also again, deepa offering many categories, he tells. He says one is directly offering Lord's lamp to Lord, what will get, and then he goes on in telling what will get, what one will achieve by reviving others' lamp. Like that he says. I'm not going to detail now because it's like that Puranas how it is. So, but he's quoting all this in this. And then there is a Shikara, or the temple dome is there. Temple dome. One can, who puts a deepa on the dome. This further benefit it is. Like so he says that when a person who goes and offers a lamp to the dome of the Lord on the dome, he goes up and then offers a dome to the Lord. Demigods in the sky sees, they think that, oh, when will I get his association? Because very soon he's become an associate of Lord. So like that, it's a given. And then there is Deepamala is there, one who can offer. There another type of Deepadan is by offering a string of lamps. And then another offering of service is, that when we not temple dome or anything, when you offer a lamp in an elevated platform, the sky, there is other type of Deepadan it is. So like that, very elaborately given on offering Deepa. So our acharyas have distilled that, and we offer it to the picture or to the deity form of Lord, and then while singing Damodar Ashtakam, like that. I'll come to Damodar Ashtakam maybe a little later. But this is one of the vrata we can take, that let me offer the lamp to the Lord at least in every day on this month of Kartika. If we can do twice, very good. If you can do the 3 times, 3 sandhyas, that's also more good. If you can do 4 times, 4 sandhyas, it's even better. Or if you can do 6 times at different what do you call it? Every Sanskrit word, 6 times in a day is divided, and then like how temple does offering 6 times like that. But at least like 1 time we can do that, depending on the thing. So vrata is where you take the sankalpa, and then you say that let me take this sankalpa or like like the wow, like that you can say, and then we have to practice that. We have to keep to that account our ability. So minimum we can start with offering 1 time a day lamp, and then there is even a lot of, like I mentioned, about hearing and Srimad Bhagavad. It's mentioned that if one reads Bhagavatam, he gets like reading all Puranas. It's equivalent to reading all Puranas. So one may even say that how much you can read Bhagavatam in this. So like that, it is, everything is, becomes very much big to any activity in Kartika Vrata. So we can see, and we can think to that, it's like that. And also there is some rules one follow. It's mentioned in Haridhar Vilas. Many things are there, but we follow the Urud Dal, we don't take. So that Urud Dal we all follow, because it's mentioned that one who eat that beings during Kartika will remain in hell until the time of dissolution. Like that, it's mentioned there. This applies to those who do not abstain from, even eggplant comes in that, and these different items are there anyway. But we follow this one thing. And then another vrata is mentioned here is to rise early in the morning before sunrise. That's another vrata, to do ours, and they bathe before sunrise, and then do our practice devotional service. Another vrata is observing celibacy in this month. Another vrata is to sleep on the floor. So like that, many mention in this. So those are certain things that are for the things you can do. Or the main thing is only to worship the Lord, to do with different things, especially by reading, chanting, offering lamp. It's minimal. It is. But other than that, there's different mentioned. A lot of things are mentioned in Kartik Vrata. It is so the sleeping on floor comes many times, many here and there like that. It's not practical for many. And also there is many festivals come in the Kartik Vrata. I think last year we discussed that festivals, what all the festivals comes. So we'll not go into that. But there is, there is so many festivals come in this month. So one should observe all those festivals. We should observe all wherever we are in association of devotees. Yeah, another thing mentioned so much about in Kartik Vrata is association of Vaishnavas. So much of association of Vaishnavas, about them is mentioned, the importance, that how it is so important to associate Vaishnavas. Please. So I'm not going into specific verses or quotes and all, but it is there. And the festivals, especially the Govardhan Puja is mentioned here. That is very much dear to Lord and the devotees. It is. It's a very, very important festival in this Kartik month is the Govardhan Puja. It is, one offering the Go Puja, Govardhan Puja. They are all together. It is so that is a very most important festival among all others. Sanatana Goswami mentions, he lists it as first. He doesn't go by calendars. It is he lists as the first, and then he gives the background of the festival and all, and then he gives that how one should not skip this Govardhan Puja. It's one very important festival, and especially circumambulating the Govardhan. The importance is that it is like one who circumambulates the Govardhan anywhere. It's directly like worshipping the Lord, and then one reaches Lord Vishnu's abode and rejoices his company. It's mentioned like that. So we have Annakuta devotees does, and then the festivals, so we can Golden Shilas are there everywhere in different temples and homes also. So we can see that now we can do that. So on the Ekadashi Vratas, next he mentions about in the Ekadashi Vrata of this month, we'll get 2 Ekadashis. So that's the second important festival in that, in this month, one should observe is. So yeah, he goes more into Ekadashi details. And then the third one he mentions is about the Bhishma Panchaka. That is third one important one that comes in the Kartik. So there are different whole section for that. We'll not go into details on that Bhishma Panchaka part. But this is in essence about the Kartik Vrata, like how it is important, what one can follow, one can do. And then the next major section he dedicates in this for the Damodara Ashtakam prayers. So these 8 verses by Satyavrata Muni, it is given, he gives much importance, and then he gives commentary for each verse. It is from the originally found in Padma Puran. This is, it takes that. So every day, because this talks about the intimate pastimes of the Lord, this Damodara Ashtakam prayers, and about the, because this month is Damodara, and this Ashtakam is glorifying his Lord in Damodar form. So that's why this in this month it is then, because everything revolves around this month is for his Lord Damodar and Radharani. So she is a favorite among all the gopis, and Radharani's month, she's very dear for this. So he talks, one should regularly sing this every day, this Damodara Ashtakam. So another vrata we can take is, that we need to do. Our acharyas have given this, offering a lamp and then singing this Damodara Ashtakam, minimal one should perform. Above that, other vratas we can always do. But this minimal is what our acharyas, our spiritual masters, Prabhupada has emphasized to perform, because it's so important it is for our devotional service. So I'll take a pause here before I go into Damodara Ashtakam, like commentary or like that. I don't know we'll cover everything or not, but let me take a pause here and hear out any discussion.
So, Prabhuji, I missed the last thing that you said. Who is the favorite gopi of Radharani?
No, of Krishna. Sorry, not Radharani.
Oh,
Krishna, among all the gopis, Radharani is the favorite.
Favorite, okay, that one.
Sorry.
I thought
Maybe I told
favorite of Radharani.
Maybe I told favorite of Radharani or something. Sorry, okay. It's a mistake from my side.
Prabhuji, one question. Prabhuji, you said brinjals also we have to avoid during
It's mentioned Mataji there, and some other names are mentioned, Sanskrit names. I don't even know what they are. But yeah, we don't follow that. See, in Gaudiya Vaishnavas, these people, Gaudiya Mat, they follow a lot Haribhakti Vilas. We don't follow that much. Prabhupada didn't emphasize so much, but yes, Brinjal is mentioned. But if you are interested in Brinjal, and there is some other things are mentioned. Kalinga, I don't even know what it is. Patola is mentioned. Eggplant, Sandita. I don't even know what these names are. But the Urudal is clearly mentioned that one eats, they will remain in hell for time of dissolution, like that. And also it's mentioned so many things, like one should specially obtain to eat food, others' beds, all like that. One should not use others' wealth, one should not take anything different. It will become a kind of austerities, it is one. Then, it like bodily needs have to be minimized and devotional service has to be performed. Devotional has to be enhanced.
Prabhuji, can you repeat what is the basic minimum you told? Offering the lamps.
Basic minimum is offering the lamp and reciting the Damodar Ashtakam, and then our chanting our own vows and chanting and hearing. So basic minimum. Of course, it's assumed that we rise early and we do our chanting in the morning and all like that, like a temple program like that we are following. It's assumed that the temple program has 5 essential elements in that temple program that we have to all the time, just not Kartik time. It is anybody knows the 5 most important angas of devotional service out of 64. That is there in the morning program of temple morning program, which Prabhupada has given us. The formula, it is all there in that. Anybody knows in the nectar of devotion, that one? 5 potent form of devotional services. 5 things.
Dham Seva, Vaishnav Seva.
Bhagavad Seva.
Bhagavad Seva is one.
Bolo Dham Seva.
Dham Seva, Vaishnav Seva.
Bhagavatam Seva.
Nice.
Nam Seva. Chanting, Prabhuji.
From the morning program, Prabhuji, one thing is reading the Bhagavatam. Another thing is Tulsi Puja, doing Tulsi Aarti.
So it's worship. One is deity worship. It comes all Tulsi worship, Mangala Aarti, all come deity worship. And then reading Bhagavatam that we do every day, Nityam, Bhagavatam class, Bhagavatam. And then we chant in the morning program, between the morning program and Bhagavatam in temple program, which Prabhupada has given. We chant. That's the holy name, chanting the holy names. Okay. Those 3 are covered. What else? Then Vaishnava Seva, like one of you mentioned, that Vaishnava Seva is where, in the morning program, we serve by just being among the association of devotees, always service comes. When you are in association of devotees, service comes automatically. It will happen. You see that. If you think anytime, you don't have service, go in association of devotees, you will get service. They will engage. Vaishnavas are very expert. Expert means they have
Service, plenty.
they are doing service. Why will they engage with? They are doing some service of Lord always. So they will engage us. You don't have to look for service anytime. You just be with Vaishnavas. Your devotional, the service will go on. Vaishnava Seva, that's what Vaishnava Seva. Vaishnava Seva will go on by staying with association of devotees. And then the 4th is Dham Vas or Dham Seva. That is, staying in temple itself is a Dham, or making our home as a Dham. So like that. So those 5 things one should do. That's in the morning, especially. It's not in any time of the day. Chant any time of the day. Like, okay, I have this, that, and all. No. One raise up early before in Brahma Muhurta and chant. So those are the daily thing that's going on. In addition to that, the minimum thing is, in Kartik Vrata given is the reciting Damodar Ashtakam prayers and offering the lamp, at least. So that, one can chant more rounds or do that, do this, all. We'll discuss so many things like that. And do all that.
So, Prabhuji, one simple thing comes to mind. Why this month is so much benefit? If somebody is doing regularly certain things, obviously we have to do as a part of our duty, and it should. But why suddenly if you
this
do
month
this,
is
you
to
get
devote to
million
Radharani.
times.
And Krishna likes Radharani so much. And Radharani likes Krishna in this month name, Damodar.
So
somebody
takes advantage, Prabhuji, then he will do something this month seriously. After that, he will be missing, or no. How do we take it?
So that's why it is every month is given that if you miss, what will happen? I didn't go into that section. There is a lot of, I talk about good things only. If you don't do things, there are a lot of things are also there. An example, it says, let me look up, like if you don't do, you should just keep looking at the good things. See, our scriptures are balanced. They even say all these things. It says, I'll give some example, right? interesting examples. We'll see that. So I didn't touch that part because we are all devotees here. So one not following, not only for Kartik, it is given for every month, and Kartik especially has that also, that if one doesn't follow, what will happen?
I just don't want. Yeah, Prabhuji, yeah, that is fine. But you gave one example. Million, he'll go to hell and all that thing. But what I was telling is, some usually non-devotees, they come, they show.
No, they want to take the front part of the Kukutanaya. They want back part, not the front part.
Okay.
So because here, as all our devotees, we are following all that. We are doing the chanting, and it says, like one who doesn't take anything. It says a lot about.
That is fine, Prabhuji. It should not do that as a devotee. Yeah, another thing in Orissa they do, it called this Prabhuji. Again, I have forgotten. It's called Akasdeep or something. That will be a big bamboo thing. They will they will have a wooden pot with holes. They'll put the deep. I don't know whether this month or which month, maybe.
That's what they will raise. The thing I mentioned is, that in this
they
month,
will raise.
They
will raise to high up.
Offering like one of the another, the different ways to offer lamp, right? Is one of the things.
You told, yeah.
Yeah, so like that.
So maybe this month, I'm not sure. They will raise up to 20, 30 feet. Yeah, 30 feet. Then again, every day they will put that lamp evening.
Yeah. So this month and it will be.
Okay.
Yeah, like it is there both. I'll not go into that, but it says.
Yeah, but not knowing why, honestly, Prabhuji, when we do in villages, we don't know what more we are doing. Now only we are getting some idea, maybe a couple of years soon. We came in Krishna consciousness. But parents, family do that, we see that, but what is behind it? It's not known to many people.
Yeah.
Because we are not been taught, or associations. Not that. Thank you, Prabhuji. You can go ahead, Prabhuji, with Govardhan, whatever you are talking about. Damodara Ashtakam and all. You can speak.
It's even mentioned here. This is the most rare human form attained after billions of birth. Will be taken away from those who do not worship Vishnu during Kartika. To that extent also it's given here. If you don't worship Vishnu, you are taken away this human birth only. Like this,
possible, Prabhuji. How do you get human birth? It is, if you are not worshipping, that means...
No, taken away means taken away immediately, or we don't know. What will you
No, you are not worshipping Vishnu means you are not even worshipping demigods. Demigods means they will directly, if you are really worshipping, they will allow you to. If you are having ulterior motive and all, then that's another thing. Yeah. Scriptures are never wrong, Prabhuji. So that is another thing we have to be careful.
Yeah,
they are Amolam Puranam.
Yeah, that's what, we can look at the good part, what this one does and all, but what we do, if you don't do anything, I don't worship, it has also recuperation, it has the curses also from the scriptures, what will happen.
Probably that will work better than telling good things, because if somebody is pointing gun behind my head, whatever he says, I follow. Of course, not with heart or whatever. So, but anyway, that's good.
Yeah, it's mentioned here, by showing indifference for Janardana during the month of Kartik, they are doomed to suffer in Yama's abode along with their ancestors. Not only them, their ancestors also.
Yeah, we are not perfect.
Those who do not devotedly worship Keshava during Kartik will go to hell where they will be tormented by the Yamadutas. So like that. Again from Puranas, it is like that. So it is. In fact, when he talks about the glories of Kartika month, in Haribhakti Vilas, this one, first is given this one only. What will happen if you don't do it? Then he talks about what if you do it. I skipped that part, but anyways, touch it. So it is the whole section is given there. Like, what will happen if you don't do it? He gives introduction and then he says about importance of vows and different types of vows, and then he says what will happen if you don't do anything. Any vows you can take, and then
ignorance is bliss, maybe. So, but if we know and don't do, that is a double punishment.
Yeah, we are all worshipping. They don't go in details. It says don't worship Krishna or Vishnu in this month with what it is. That is there for all months, of course. one has to do every day. If you don't do it in human form of life, it's wasted. And then when the human form of listed, we definitely will be committing sinful activities. So the hell awaits. Person who follows scriptures, only the Vishnu devotees, they follow scriptures, means to some extent, whatever. And demigod worshipper, they also follow to some extent. At least, they are the Vedic
rituals,
Vedic purview it is at least. So they will also depending on there, if they don't do any sins, certainly they'll get another human life. But don't do follow anything. A demigod worship cannot be done without worshipping Vishnu. We start demigod worship or anything with Vishnu worship and then only worship. Vishnu worship is touched everywhere. Knowingly, unknowingly, demigod worship also. All the mantras and all point at least. When you say Hari Om, just anything we start in Hari Om, we say that's like our Om itself is all the worship Om has. Om is Vishnu. His name it is.
It starts with Vishnu and ends with Vishnu. Recently, we just 10 minutes we watched on Durgastami day, some puja they were doing. Yeah, Vishnu's name is there, but they were mixing up all materialistic things. But in the beginning and everything was Vishnu.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's how it is given. Sugar-coated candy is given. Okay, you want material things, take. Now, sugar-coated medicine. Not candy, sugar-coated medicine is given. But Vishnu is there everywhere, and they chant the names of Vishnu like that. It is. So scriptures are always like that. It is. And no, I will not go into Damodarashtakam because we'll sing any day and enough knows. But there's a commentary, is one beautiful commentary, but it will take a lot of time. Maybe one verse I can do. If you have 10 minutes. First verse can do. Namamishwaram Sachidanandarupam Lasatkundalam Gokule Brajama Yashodabhiyolu Kaladhavamanam Paramashtamatyantato Dhrutya Gopya. The verse number 1 it is. I bow down to the Supreme Lord who ever shines in Goloka. He is it's a different translation here. He is compact sentience, eternity and bliss, Sachidananda. In constitution, his earrings were dancing on his cheeks as he ran from the mortar in fear of Mother Yashoda, who eventually caught him in the chase that followed. So here Satyvrata Muni this is Sanatana Goswami's commentary where he says that he bowed down to Sri Damodar and to Sri Radha. Both. In this whole Damodar Ashtakam, because beginning is Namam Ishwaram, Sachidananda Rupam, and Namo Radhikaya in the last verses. So both is going down. Satyavrata Rishis. So when he says Namam Ishwaram Sachidananda Rupam, so that is he is invoking auspiciousness by worshipping to the Supreme Lord of the Universe. So he's then he goes into the nature of Lord in that it's Ishwaram. So there are three things. He talks about Ishwara. It is the owner of every energy. He is the owner of every energy. That's one meaning. Another is the undisputed Lord of the universe. Ishvara means undisputed Lord of the universe. And the third is my Lord, my dear Lord. Like that. The three meanings it takes. Three meanings for this Ishvara word. That is the owner. Ishvara means owner. Another is the undisputed Lord. Another is my dear Lord. So like that three it is. Why three meanings it takes? That it implies one is glorification, another is prayer, another is bhakti. First is glorification, that is the first one meaning is the owner of the ever energy, is the glorifying the Lord, and the undisputed Lord of the universe. It's like a prayer, like, so because Lord, you are the undisputed Lord, so please offer me whatever, you can put that there. Because nobody will dispute you if you can grant. So whatever our devotional desires, you can put that. That's a prayer part. And then my dear Lord is like bhakti, where our devotion can be expressed in this word Ishvara. So any prayer we do should compose of these three things: glorification, prayer, and devotion. When we do any prayer to Lord, first we should glorify the Lord, or praise the Lord, then offer our vignapti, prayer, and then devotion, like some reciprocation or some service like that. So that's with the word, that Ishvara word, he used purport like that. And then he establishes Lord's supreme position by by portraying his extraordinary charm. Lasat Kundalam, by portraying his earrings. Because he's engaged in his childhood pastimes, and then he's playing, then he's fleeing from Mother Yashoda, and then his kundalam, his earrings are very attractive, very charming. The Lord's charm, Sanatana Goswami sees that is the supreme position of Lord. His extraordinary charm. It is not because he's the control of the universe and all that. That's because supreme. The supremeness is given, supreme position is given because of his charming nature of Lord. How he captures all his devotees by his charming pastimes. And then that these earrings are kissing Lord's cheeks, he's telling. And then because of that, he's kissing on Lord's cheeks, and because of Lord's beauty, the earrings are shining. Otherwise, it is because of Lord's beauty, the earrings are shining. Because Bhagavatam also it says, that the Gopi says that all the ornaments are getting beauty because of Lord. In the material world, we need to put ornaments for our enhancing beauty, but it's for Lord's opposite. Ornaments will get beauty because of him. So that is the, and then he comes to Sachidananda Rupam. So his body is itself, again he says still in the ornament, he says that, Sachidananda Rupam is the ornament of all ornaments, his body is. And then he is Gokule Brajaman. That is, he shines in Gokula, the land of gopis, the gopas, cows and the calves. So Brajamana means it's like illuminating or shining. It is like it enhances the lives or shines all the devotees, the gopis and all. So because of his beauty and his pastimes, their lives, gopis' lives are full of utter bliss. So they can't imagine the gopis or the Vrindavan devotees without Krishna. He's always surrounded by them, and he's always so Gokula, with all residents of Vrindavan, he's like illuminating, or he shines their lives. Now he talks coming about so secondly Yashoda Bhiyola tava manam paramrishtam atyanto dritya. So we know that pastime, right? So while churning Mother Yashoda, he broke the pot and he runs away. That happened that happened in this month only. That's why it's called Damodar month. This Damodar pastime happened in this month. So the pastime is the most dear for all. So Radharani also likes the pastime and all that. So that's why it is. So he ran away and then he's running away from Hare Krishna. So he is from this. Mother was churning, and then he ran away from that. He's running away from that. We'll not go into that pastime, but yeah. So he fled. He climbed down the mountain, and then when he ran away, he broke that pot, and then he ate all the. He broke the pot. We know the pastime, right? I'm not going to. We have 1 minute for 8:30. So he's running away from the mortar after eating butter. So that Satyavrata Muni is picturizing, and he's telling that he goes into Sanskrit words, different words. Yashoda could run faster, so he knows that he's going to catch him soon, the Lord. So, and then he go in the commentary. He describes Mother Yashoda's beauty and her different bodily characters while she's running. So this is she's catching. She caught him from behind. It says in this verse, Yashoda Bhyolagdavamana Paramushtam Atyanta Drutta Gopa. So that is not possible for anyone, but she caught him from behind. So even she is little well built. It's all mentioned in like how their flowers were dripping and lose their so commentary. Satyanathan Goswami gives a beautiful commentary that like how flowers are thinking that they are thinking that some flowers are thinking, oh, I don't want to be part of this conspiracy which Mother Yashoda has against Krishna. So I don't want to be part of it. She's trying to catch Krishna. What is this joke? Why will she would go and catch the flowers? So some flowers jump out of her head because I don't want to be part of this conspiracy. And some other flowers thought, oh, she's such a great devotee that she's going to catch Krishna now soon. How can I sit on her head? I should be at her feet. And they fell on her feet while running. So like that, the commentary used in different ways while she's running. Sanatana Goswami is giving that commentary. But so the Munis and all, they are not able to catch, but Mother Yashoda, though she's not slim, Krishna is very slim and running so fast, she could catch Krishna by her devotion. Like that, he is remembering that and glorifying Mother Yashoda. So that's a little commentary on the first verse. Okay, we'll stop here.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
So one thing, Prabhuji, it is becoming clear, and I am also sometimes I miss, even if I am just going to say these few words from your talk and whatever we are reading in Shastra. If we are seeing also, if a devotee, try to serve Krishna or glorify Krishna, Krishna returns this multiple times. It is the topmost example is Prabhupada and all the Maharaj, all the devoted Vaishnavas. They are glorified in this material world so much because they are trying to serve Krishna so much intensity, so much sincerity. Krishna returns everything. that part is including myself. We are all the time missing that. If we do something for Krishna, Krishna returns it. It's a fact. If we observe, I have seen many times. But again, we miss the point overall. We don't serve like Prabhupada or Maharaj or sincere devotees. Whatever we little bit to do in our day-to-day life, he returns in multiple times. He, like gopis are glorified more than Krishna because they were doing service for Krishna with no material desire. Their whole objective was to satisfy Krishna. Similarly, if we are doing something, obviously, if we have ulterior motives, then that's one thing. But if we are doing anything for Krishna without any keeping something in back of our mind, like Maharaj says, what is that? Desireless, no ulterior motives, and selfless type of thing. If we are doing that type of service, then he returns. We can see in a matter of few days, few months, or few years, you will get back whatever you have been given. So, but that point, either we are getting, we are not observing, or we are observing, or myself, we are forgetting. How do we remember this? Because if you are blessed only, you will get that point, and you stick to what you are doing, you will do more and more, so you get more glorified in this material world. Even if we know momentarily in my case, but next time I might be forgetting also. So if I remember this point, if I give something to Krishna in time and a knowledge or service, physical service or writing, whatever I do, I will get back multiple times, and ultimately I may get a chance to live in Vrindavan. I mean Golok Vrindavan. But we all know this. We again momentarily we realize this. After that we forget. How do we take it to heart?
It is not a give and take. I do something to Krishna and Krishna gives me more and all.
Right.
Vaidhi sadhana bhakti is given an instruction. We have got instruction, we follow it, that's all. We want to
That
please
is
our
it,
spiritual
yeah.
master, and so we are following what spiritual master is given or acharyas have given, we'll follow that. We want to please Krishna, we want to please them, that's all. We are not giving anything. We are just following. They told us do this, we are doing it. Mother, father tells the children, do this, that's all. Children is not thinking I am doing this to give something and mother, father will feed me and all like that. No. So our understanding is just to follow instruction. That is called Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti. At our level, we should just keep doing it because that pleases our Guru and Krishna. We are trying to please them.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Not
Yes.
giving anything, and even if they give us or Krishna gives us, don't give us, takes away and all. Our instruction, we should keep on doing. Our following instruction, we should keep on doing.
Yeah, that is correct, Prabhuji. Yes, I was just coming from the point. It's also in Shastra it mentioned different places. When you read about gopis are more happier than there's a competition between gopis and Krishna. The more they want to please Krishna,
That's a very high
their
level.
happiness. Yeah,
Competition.
yeah, yes,
Good
Prabhuji.
to hear. But for our level, all we have to do is this is what Prabhupada said, this is what Acharya said, we should follow it.
Okay.
Yeah. We will stop here.
Yeah, one more question, maybe somebody, Mataji or any Prabhuji would interested, give us a chance, Prabhuji. This is the last time anybody would like to ask any questions.
I don't have a question, Prabhuji, but I'm disappointed. I'm not coming to Bhakti Center tomorrow. It got cancelled.
Cancelled, my God.
No, because Rajanandini is getting second initiated on Friday. So they're going on Friday. So she doesn't want to go today again. I mean, tomorrow again, because Friday they're on the second initiation list. They said I could go with them, but I'm committed to my son to go to his house on Friday. So I can't get out of that.
You should see anybody else is coming.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody else is coming tomorrow or even on the 20th, ask Shuddha Bhakti has temple services. She can't go tomorrow, but 20th also, I think she has something else. Somebody sent me an email for some fund collection on.
The fund one, 22nd, yeah.
But anyway, nobody's going again on the 20th, so or 22nd, whatever that date is.
Yeah, let's see. Somebody will be there.
So anyway, I'm disappointed. I can't see Maharaj, and Friday I would have taken a day off and gone, but I'm committed somewhere else. And
devotees will always arrange, Mataji.
Yeah, normally I would have said no, but I said yes to my son 2 weeks ago. and he's
That's
invited.
okay.
couple
That's
of
okay. You have to
people.
take care of that also. Let's do. You can do
Yeah.
that. But still, Maharaj is there till another 2-3
Yeah,
weeks. Is there.
because it's my 65th birthday. That's why I can't get out of my son. Otherwise, I would have got it out of my son's thing. And he has invited his in-laws and
Happy
stuff.
birthday, Mataji. That's tomorrow.
Happy
That
birthday
again, another
advance.
2 weeks, Prabhu.
No,
It's
no,
not
that's
now.
after a week.
So
But
we
I
may
can't-
not
what I'm
adopt
saying
you,
is-
so in advance.
That's why I can't get out of it, because otherwise I would have said my son, I'm not coming, and I would have gone to Bhakti Center. But he has invited some his in-laws and stuff. So now
Huh?
if I say no, then he'll be upset with me. So
So Friday is your birthday. Wow. 14th.
oh.
So yeah,
Anyway,
Prabhuji,
I
thank you
do
for
not-
the
yeah, thank you very much. And please convey my obeisances to Maharaj. What else can I say?
for all of us,
For
Prabhuji.
all of
So
us, yeah.
pray for us and convey our obeisances. And please unmute devotees. Let us thank Prabhuji wholeheartedly by chanting loudly Hari Bol 3 times. So Hari Bol,
Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Grace Sundaranath Prabhu ki
Ki
jai.
Jai.